Hey guys, it's Anna, and we're going to teach you 5 things we learned the hard way here on our homestead as we were building in the winter in Tennessee. Your number one issue in wintertime here in Tennessee anyway is having a water source. So we installed these frost-free hydrants, and we unplug all hoses and connections, including the washer and dryer, because we have broken pipes many times. We're not very smart sometimes, but we have the separator here. We unplug that. From there, we unplug all water hoses and we drain them, and any kind of water source that could get exposed to the cold, we unplug them and drain them every time it's gonna get below freezing. If you plan on growing in the winter, growing plants, you need to make sure that you have some sort of heat source in your greenhouse. That would seem pretty obvious, but a lot of times when you're new to this, you don't realize that you could lose every single plant in your greenhouse if it gets below freezing. We have a wood stove in ours, and we did this after we lost tomato plants. We had a lot of tomato plants last year that were at the stage these were at, and we lost them all. We lost cucumber plants, we lost everything. So if you're gonna grow food in the winter, you need to make sure you have a heat source. If you're living in a camper as you're building your house, you need to make sure that you put something underneath the camper itself. Now, we were resourceful and pulled all the insulation out of the old house, put it in plastic bags, and this year Dave stuffed it under the camper. Other than the slide out, we ran out of bags, but it has definitely kept it a lot warmer in our camper and more comfortable. Mom and Dad, they have the motorhome over there. They put plastic around theirs, and they said it's keeping it warmer too. So if you can find a way, you need to put something under your camper to keep it warmer through the day. How was things up on the hill?
Gloves are wet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, trying to get ice out of their buckets.
So that's number 4 I was going to talk about.
Rubber buckets.
They have rubber buckets. I'm going to take you to the chicken coop and show you what they look like. But these kind of buckets and metal buckets and whatever, they freeze every time.
I was lucky to get the ice out of them up there. So the boys and the girls have thawed out water right now. Well, the girls had thawed out water because they have the big one because of for Patsy.
Yeah.
And the little piggies had drank all their water, so I filled their water back up.
I would say that's an added bonus. Make sure your animals have water sources at their pens.
Make sure
because
they're thawed out.
If you have to go way far away to get to your animals.
Oh, it's not so bad for tractor and stuff.
Yeah, but it's cold.
It's cold.
So that didn't work. So I'm gonna go show you the rubber buckets that we're talking about. You can get those at most of your co-ops or Rural King, Tractor Supply, wherever. And they work great because you can kick them and they usually have water in them still. And they're easy to get the ice out of, and you don't have to worry about them freezing solid, and they don't break.
Yeah, they don't break when you try to de-ice them.
So I'll go show you those. So this was one of our first watering buckets, but as you can see, it's got ice in it. And I don't know if I can get the store open. Hold on. These bowls right here are rubber. And that one's, he's gonna have to bring some more water up. Just messed up. But you guys okay? It's a little chilly. Yeah, these rubber buckets, they don't freeze or break, so you're not stuck with frozen water in your animal pens. Love you guys. Stay warm. Now, we did have a frost-free hydrant here, and underground, one of the pipes broke. So even burying them, you're still gonna have breakage and you're still gonna have issues. You just gotta deal with it as it comes along. Ladies, I know they're not pretty, but you're gonna wanna invest in some Carhartts. And you want good boots, because even if they're for mucking and for mud, they're not warm necessarily. So you need to invest in some good boots that will help you get through the winter and be able to trudge around in all the snow. So I would say good boots, good gloves. You're gonna need some fingerless gloves so you can work with stuff. That's why I don't match. Good hats, good scarves. Yeah, and especially if you come from a place like Florida where we came from, we don't need all this, but you definitely need good winter attire to be out here working in these pens and coops and whatever to deliver food to your animals. So yeah, good Carhartts. And they're not pretty. They don't make cute ones. I have not found anywhere that makes cute ones, so you just gotta accept it and live with it. If you have animals, you might want to use a deep bedding method. This is a method of layering layers and layers of straw, hay, or wood chips into your floor of your buildings. And this way, as it builds, it creates heat so that your animals stay warmer. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm going to show everybody.
Yep, got some breakfast. Before it gets cold, we'll get the camper.
Yeah, you got to run. Good morning, Robert. Let's see what happened to our 8-foot tomatoes. It's a little crunchy out here. It's definitely warm in here. They're still green. They still got flowers on them. See, we got a red tomato right there. I'm fixing to pluck that one and eat it. Oh, we got a little burn here and there. Snow is falling off. A little bit of burn. Nothing too bad. It doesn't look like. There's tomatoes right there. Heck, my aloe's still green. That's awesome. I mean, this aloe is kind of my pain in the butt, but it held up pretty good. Strawberries look fab. Strawberries look good over here. My loofah looks good, and it does not like cold, but it held up. Strawberries, celery. We were gonna put this plastic over the top of the tomatoes, but I was scared it would break the tops because they're taller than the fencing, which is right there. They were that much taller. So we didn't do it, but I think we might have dodged the bullet. I don't know. Turnip greens, collard greens are doing good. Got some onions down there. And these are cabbage. Right in here, I got some loofah back in the back. But that looks okay. Huh, we might have done it. I see one tomato plant that did not survive right there. I wonder why. This is not looking good. But one out of all these, it still has a break somewhere. Yeah, it looks bad. Let me take this soil. Hold on, I gotta take my gloves off. Sorry. Oh, it's wet. I don't know, guys. Oh, I got some. Look at this. Here. There's tomato all in there. I don't know. Peppers look a little wilted. Potato plants are doing good. These look a little wilty. Wet though. Got some tomatoes germinating in here. None of the cucumbers. All right, well, I think we dodged the bullet. We'll see how it goes over the next 24 hours. It's gonna get warm in here because of the sun. It's blue skies today. This is the side of my own dash. That's how deep the snow got. It's kind of flippy snow. See how our other greenhouse did? Well, this one does not have heat. It's got ice crystals. We did put a layer over the top of plastic just to give it a little more heat, and it looks like everything's still green. Looks like the lettuces are doing okay. Cabbage. I don't know. It's too cold to pull it off. It's got a nice little steam under it, so that's good. No, kitty, get out. Come here. You can't be in here. Well, I think we did it.